Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, the fuckheads are out in force. Make sure you check out the Shot from the Point merch store in the description box below. Get your shirts, hoodies today.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling
going on, fuckhead?
Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point. No Point Man today. Boy, KSI is taking on everybody. He's taking on Net Nobody. He's taking on this guy, Joe Weller. He's taking on Kavos. Where did I put my coffee? Fuck, I left it outside. I'm stuck now. Baby, can you bring me my coffee? Do you see it there? Fuck. Well, he's taking on the world. He's doing it all. He's doing it large. But, you know, my opinion is when you do this stuff and having some personal experience, when you enter the drama ring, you're on borrowed time. Because nobody's perfect. You're going to find something hypocritical. I don't care who the hell you are. Your days are numbered because someone's going to find something to make you look stupid. And by the way, I'm no different. I've made plenty of mistakes. And some of them wouldn't even be considered as bad as, like, you know, something the big boys do. But you are on borrowed time eventually. It catches up with the thing about the drama ring, though. I said this to Real Talk a long time ago. This is before anything happened, anything went on. I remember saying to him, like, when I was doing hockey, I was like, I'd love to get up there. I'd love to do something because I think I could hang with these guys. And I was talking about their little fights because I always found their fights petty, stupid, and easily debunked because, I don't know, probably because I actually didn't realize just how young everybody was. And, yeah, I got my shot. I did all right. And there you go. That's the way it goes. You eventually get punched in the fucking mouth. And, well, that's what KSI's doing right now, and that's kind of bizarre, considering you know, his blackout a couple months ago, and then wanting to be a better person and deleting a whole bunch of videos. I mean, and not wanting to be a clown. I mean, now he's king of the clowns and he's going up. Hey, look, I'm a prick. So I took Melissa! This. Here comes a donation. KSI. Nah, man, that's not cool, man. I love you too, but come on now. I don't call people that name. It's fucked up. Come on now. Well, anyway, this is KSI's. So he's in with Kavos right now, and this is kind of funny. Let's watch it together.
Kavos is an idiot, man. Don't even get me started.
I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. The sound on this is garbage, and the reason it's garbage is because my kid fell down and he took a header onto the cement. And, yeah, he took a hard header on the cement, and I had to kind of carry him, so I didn't have time to boost this, but here it is.
KSI was doing a live panel at Upload event in London when this happened.
JJ, what do you think about the beef with Kavos?
Sorry?
What do you think about the beef with Kavos?
Kavos is an idiot, man. Don't even get me started, man. Yo, if I wasn't, like I said, I tweeted this, if I wasn't a prick, then he wouldn't have any content.
If I wasn't a prick, he wouldn't have. So he's doing doing it for the views argument. Well, come to think of it, I've been confused with that. I hate that argument.
Literally, he is iDubbbz version 2. He's not even he's like the worst version of iDubbbz. Like, iDubbbz at least makes valid points and is actually just like a good person, like when he destroys people. Kavos is just there like, yo, I need clickbait, and they clickbait, and they clickbait. And
yeah, it's a clickbait argument. The only reason you're criticizing me is because you're doing it. Wait a minute. Come to think of it, Kavos made that argument against me, but that's for another time. It's a lame argument. You saw Kosdev do it with me. Any kind of criticism comes in, and this is lame as hell. You have an alternative motivation for it. It's not that any of your criticisms are valid. It's not that I'm going to address any of your criticisms. It's just that you're just doing it for views. You really don't hate me. You know? And it's just the lamest argument in the world. Absolutely.
Views on all these people that I hate all the time. He hates everyone. It's like, dude, does he have any friends? He's such a weirdo as well. And he can't speak properly. It's so, oh my God.
So, he can't speak properly. Well, that didn't address any criticisms of you. All right, he can't speak properly. He has a lisp. There's no doubt about it. You know, Kavos just wants views. It's not that any of his criticisms are legit. It's just about views. I get that all the time. It's just it's the ultimate punk out, if you ask me. He just wants the views. Yeah, Kavos did use that argument against me. He's like, you're all your best. Whatever. But it's a cop out. It's not an argument. The best thing to do if the critics, and that's all the commentary community is, they're just critics. That's all they are. That's all they ever will be. They're critics. And Kavos wants to. Yeah, views are nice, Drew. I get it. Kavos has taken up in the commentary community and their job, so to speak. And I know he didn't turn pro, but he is essentially pro if you look at the money he's making. Their job professionally is to criticize other YouTubers based on character and content. That's what Kavos does. That's his thing. The best thing to do, and Kavos is right, the only reason that KSI is even addressing it, I mean, no one ever gets pissed off when you tell it. You know, nobody ever gets fucking pissed off when you're lying and you just sound like a complete fucking idiot. It's like, because it's easy to dismiss, like, oh, geez, that guy's a moron. It's only when there's at least a grain of truth, when you get all uppity about it. So, the best thing to do, or the most common thing to do, I wouldn't say it's the best thing to do, is to sort of red herring the whole situation and talk about everything other than the criticism at hand. The other good way to handle it, if you're KSI, is to, if it's good criticism, that guy only has, 500,000 subs. I got like 10, 15 million, or whatever it is. But Kavos is the new man on campus, but his voice will be heard. And he's the hot guy, and he's the hot commentator right now. And, I don't know that any of his criticisms were all that off. I mean, 1 minute you're sitting there saying you're about knowledge, integrity, and all this other bullshit, and then, you're bringing somebody's baby mama into the video. I mean, to me, he said he didn't want to be a clown. What's wrong with being a clown? That's all anybody is in this business. You're a fucking clown. Dance. Make me laugh. Look, when I don't do a show, or like nobody gives a shit about like what's going on in my personal life. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes I get really nice things. Oh, Tom, you take care. You're tired. Whatever. And one of the reasons I did at Streamlit, I didn't have anything on I didn't have anything ready. So I was like, look, I'll stream. I'll give them something, right? Because I don't want to hear that I'm a bitch. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that I'm working hard. I guarantee you the only reason I have 100 in here right now, because I didn't do a show yesterday. That's it. So you pay for your you got to keep putting it out or move. And I don't want to I want to keep it moving. I forgot what I was talking about. I wish Dave was here. Dave's going to the States tomorrow. So it's I forgot what the fuck I was going to talk about. You played Overwatch yesterday. Did a whole stream and I left it up. That's right, fuckhead. Did a fantastic time playing Overwatch. So KSI wants to take on this. Well, this gets us to the fight film eventually, but Oh yeah, he had more to say.
Word to describe what we all just watched in that clip. It genuinely would be a weirdo. So KSI, shut your mouth and sit down, little boy. You're just not on my level when it comes.
$5. My name is Sean. At the end of the day, all of us creators are here for views, but KSI shouldn't think for a second that the only reason, I think it's the only reason for most sought after reason. That confused me. KSI shouldn't think for a second that the only reason. I missed that up. I don't know if that was most sought after reason. I don't know. KSI wanted, he's a clown 1 minute and he's not. What's wrong with being a clown? No. Tommy, do your gangster face. There you go. Well, here's Kavos and the whole situation. He went back at him.
Comes to this shit. This is my game. Getting points, evidence, exposing. I can do this shit right. Don't try responding to it by calling me a weirdo, because I will take that and I will make you look stupid. But we all know KSI has a fragile ego, so I want to challenge you, KSI.
What? You want to make a challenge?
If you truly think you can come and respond to me, come and respond to all this shit I'm saying about you because I'm a weirdo, why don't you come on the show? Because if you do, I'm going to bend you over, take my fist, and ram it up your ass. So
I'm just going to leave that right there. Also, KSI he's got a fight coming in February against this guy Joe Weller. And here it is. Here's their face down. And keep in mind, people, these guys are promoting a fight. They're not doing anything other than promoting a fight. That's the idea behind this. They do this in every boxing match. Apparently, KSI is a boxer now. He's a rapper 1 minute. He's a boxer next. You can do it all when you're a YouTuber. It's amazing.
Knock you out, bro. I can't wait. Round 3, bro.
God damn, the sound sucks. Can't even boost it.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Round 3, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me your tactics.
Cool,
Cheers.
cool.
I'll take that in.
You won't even be able to last round 3, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Oh,
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Mr. Legitimate. Mr. Legitimate.
Honestly, mate.
Popeye,
Look,
bro.
at the end of the day. At the end
I haven't seen Joe look scared to me.
of the day.
Square-headed prick.
Square-headed.
Square-headed.
Very interesting.
Dense.
Dense.
Oh my
I'll
God.
take that. Anything else?
You're
Anything
unstable.
else?
Not very witty. How about that? You're not very witty, Joe.
You're unstable.
Unstable. All right.
Unstable, bro.
Yeah, I'll
You
take
need-
that.
Oh, do you need drugs?
Drugs.
Do you need drugs to
No.
stay sane, bro?
What? Antidepressants.
Yeah.
What? You taking a piss out of depression?
I'm not taking the piss. I'm
That's
not
exactly
taking
what
the
you're
piss.
doing.
I'm not taking the piss.
You taking a piss out of depression?
Piss.
That's exactly
I'm
what you're
taking the piss.
doing.
Are you getting
Well, that got him upset.
Hey,
dare you,
hey,
bro?
What you want to do then?
How dare
What
you?
How could you say how dare you when you're promoting a fight? Get that man a safe space.
you wanna
Take the
do,
piss
bro?
out of mental
What you wanna
health,
do?
bro.
I ain't taking
You can't talk about mental health. Holy Christmas. Yeah, you see what Conor McGregor did? In his interview? Look at it. Like, this is the only thing that brought him alive. Said something about antidepressants. So what?
Like, what do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing
Have
anything.
some class about you, mate.
Says the man who pushed me, huh?
And says the man that put, bruv.
That says the man that came on my stage and pushed me.
Yeah.
Where are you right
Pushed you-
now, bro?
pushed you all
Where
the way
are you
across
right
the
now?
stage.
Where are you right now, bro?
You almost fell off it,
Where are
mate.
you right now?
Just imagine.
Scared.
That's all I'm
right
gonna
now.
say.
This is- what
Imagine.
event? This is upload,
Imagine.
isn't it?
Imagine 8,000 people seeing your head absolutely crushed
Yeah,
onto
there's
the
no way,
canvas.
there's no
and
way.
Weller lifted his hands.
Dogs bark. They don't talk when they don't bite. When they bite, they don't talk.
Stop.
Look at this punk move. Now, that may have been part of the work. They do that in those fight things, too. But, I mean, it's just amazing to me. And then KSI goes and apologizes for it. Like, I wasn't making fun of people with mental illness. Yeah, you were. Who are you kidding? Yeah, you were. I did this on Twitter earlier. Class in a fight. Yeah, go ahead. Well, I guess suppose you can. Maybe, real talk, maybe they're going to be like old-fashioned British boxers and be really classy with big mustaches and fight like this. Oh, mate, give me your best shot. Come on now. You know what I would have said to him? And I said this on Twitter. I would have said to him something like, don't worry, I'm going to be off my pills. What are you going to do when you have to go back home to your mommy and daddy, look them in the eye, and know that they know that you got knocked the fuck out by a pill-popping white boy? And how's that going to play with your black friends, too? You're going to have to turn in your card. You got your ass whipped by a white boy. What do you think of that, KSI? Oh, no. Can't do that because that's politically incorrect, too. No, you taking a piss out of... Yeah, you take a piss out of anything. It's a fight. Jesus. And then he apologizes for me. This sucks, man. You know what this show's about? How YouTube sucks. How everything sucks. It's boring. Somebody sent me a tweet today, and they said, you know what? I'm done with YouTube because it's becoming like regular TV. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's becoming like regular TV, and it sucks. I didn't almost drop that. You delusional asshole. Yeah, I would have went right back at him. Now, after all, is he going to go that low? Then I'll go, you go that route, I'll go that route. Somebody said to me, Windows. And that's another thing. I'm not naming any names in the commentary community, but sitting there, and by the way, on both accounts, I don't care. I don't care that he took a shot at mental illness. Who cares? Right? Big deal. If you're over it and you can deal with it, we can care. I'm dyslexic. I see dyslexic jokes all the time. And you know what I do? I laugh at them. But a lot of these YouTube commentators out there, they're like, oh, come on, PewDiePie, it's like, it's ridiculous, man. It's just a word. It's just a mistake. Okay, fine. I can buy that argument. And in the same breath, they say, you can't make fun of mental illness. That's wrong. It encourages people not to get help. You are the problem. Come on, man. You can make the same stupid argument about saying the N-word that increases racism. And if we're all allowed to talk how we want to talk, they're gonna start wheeling black folks into cars and taking them to camps. Because that's the argument. That's the slippery slope argument they make. That's why you can't say what you want, do what you want. Same one with mental illness. Like, oh no, you can't make fun of mental illness because people might not get the fuck out of here, man. It was a classless shot, no doubt about it. I'll give you that. But it was the only time he even got upset. That man standing in front of you, Joe, is going to be punching you in the fucking face. You really give a shit what he thinks about your mental problems? I don't care. I have lots of them, and I don't care. I care about the guy punching me in the face and how to keep it from happening, not about what he thinks. Then they'll knock each other out. Like one of those great rounds in Street Fighter. Double KO. Continue. The iDubbbz theory, in a sense, it's not even a theory. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of phony fucking outrage. And I'm not saying, look, if you don't like the N-word and that bothers you, I'm not saying not to voice your opinion, right? If you think that's fucked up for whatever reason you think it's fucked up, more power to you. If you think that mental illness is not to be joked around about, okay? Mental illness not to be joked around about, more power to you. You got your reasons. I'm a little more liberal on the subject than you, but you can't have it both ways. Then it becomes an outrage hierarchy. Well, you can say the N-word, but you can't go crazy. I'm a piece of bread. Bugs. I got itches. You can't do, come on. And there's things that I believe that cross the line and don't cross the line, but everybody's line's different. My line is the kid. My line is the kids in the rap video. I think that's fucked up. But God, I took it to the person. I mean, Jesus. At least the stuff that I was talking about affected individuals directly. I mean, you could make a strong argument that your mom showing up feeding KSI crepes might fuck up some kid when he has to see it in a couple of years. It's a pretty strong argument. It's tough to make an argument that what PewDiePie says sets the world back. It's tough to saying what KSI said it just ruins everything. You can't say this and you can't say that. Here's the truth. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can say, I don't believe in mental illness. You can say the word nigger. It just matters who you are, and what platform you're saying it on. That's it. That's it. Yeah, context matters, all that stuff, but no one's going to... Look, I just said the N-word, right? So, the context. And I'm not really talking about censorship so much, Negative Mud. I'm talking about, like... You know, like, I never once said the KSI should be off the fucking platform. And I get the feeling that a lot of these guys, well, he crossed the line with mental illness. If they don't outright say it, they're hinting he should be off the fucking platform. No, I don't think PewDiePie or KSI should be off the fucking platform. Now, they don't have a right to be on the platform, but come on. No, SAWs, I've said it before. But that's the point. I think it's absolutely stupid. There's a certain word that you can't say. Now, if you go up and say the N-word to a black dude and say you N-word, you get your fucking teeth handed to you. I don't care. You asked for it. You say something about my family and my ancestry or something like that, I might do the same thing. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about PewDiePie saying something stupid. I wish he would have known better, because it does affect us all whether he likes it or not. I thought his apology was excellent. About as much as you could, about the best apologies I've ever seen. He didn't cry. He didn't whine. He just said, I know better. I shouldn't have done it. I got sucked into this type of game culture. And that's the end of it. Fucked up. I wish he'd apologize to the rest of us and nobody's going to lose money. Oh! When I got up this morning, Scarce reported it, PewDiePie's N-word was on the trending page. Now, we all know, anybody who follows YouTube closely knows the trending page is bullshit. It is not. It might be some algorithm. It's placed. All right? I made a prediction on Breakfast and Beer that they have a 60% chance of them deleting his channel, just simply for reasons of virtue signaling, because YouTube's not about making money. They don't even break even every year. I think they are setting the tone to delete his channel. I shit you not. That's my prediction. They are setting the tone. Why would they leave it in the trending scenes? They want the whole world to see he said the N-word. They want the entire planet to see he said the N-word so they can say, we had no choice but to delete him. This was far beyond the realm. Even though the N-word's probably said on tons of YouTube broadcasts all the time. Yeah, it's agenda-driven. And the agenda was to make sure everybody heard it to get it on that trending page. When will it happen? That's a tougher question. I don't know. I'm not terribly sure. Next 2 weeks. Doesn't happen the next 2 weeks, you probably got away with it. You know? Look, saying the N-word, whether I think you should be able to or not, even in that, able to or not, the reality is you can. He hurt his own brand, he hurt YouTube's brand, and he hurt the smaller creators too. Now, I can defend the first thing when they started calling him a white supremacist and neo-Nazi because it was really, really ridiculous, okay? But I can't defend it in anger. It's classless. Just like the KSI thing. Both of them are classless things to do. Don't think you should be off the platform, but remember, this is a business, and the people who run it are more agenda-driven than they are money-driven. They've shown that before. That's why I'm making 80% less of what I was. Sucks. Do you think he should start a lawsuit? Who? PewDiePie? I don't think he has a case in the world. All I know is they're doing backflips at VidMe. Oh, that would be a Ollie's play. PewDiePie should pull a boss move. Delete his channel. Make his own video streaming site. I mean, I don't know how much money he's worth, but that would be ballsy. I don't know. Interessant. What else we got in the news? Covered PewDiePie. Oh! I'm just going to brush on this, and it kind of slipped through it didn't get major news. Scares covered it a little bit. If you remember the first baited episode, it was about T. Martin and Syndicate, the two guys that are involved in CSGO gambling, all right? Apparently, they came to a deal with the FCC. They both essentially got off. They probably had to shell out some dough, but they got off on gambling charges. Let me tell you probably why, all right? Here's the way I understand the law in the States. This has nothing to do with the UK. I apologize if I butcher this. The way I understand it, it can only be gambling in the United States if cash changes hands. Skins, no matter how much they're worth, are not cash. So when the FTC went after them, right, they probably thought they were on shaky legal ground. So what do? They go to T. Martin and Signet and said, why don't you flip us the money and we'll drop it. Just give you a couple fines and we'll walk. Because if it went to court, FTC might lose. Money wasn't changing hands. Skins were. Yes, they were worth money. Yes, they were marketing to children. But that's one of the ways you get around it because there's no cash exchanging hands. Just skins. And you can get around gambling laws that way. I was talking to my father about it. He said these guys are innocent and they're never going to do a day at a time. Back in June of 2016, we were talking about these guys doing heavy time. Now, from what I understand, things are different in the UK. Oh, excuse me. FEC, okay? Falsely advertising for a gambling site and stuff like that. FEC would be involved in that. All right, so they came in and said, I don't know. Let me go back. Let me play back a little because I kind of fucked this up. I don't know if what they did is 100% illegal. As far as, because that was the major issue. They were saying they were winning when the whole thing was fixed. All right. That would be the FEC's territory. I apologize. If you guys noticed that in the chat, I do apologize. Okay. The gambling thing, they were never going to nail them on. I remember I pressed onto the call on it and he kept on saying, but it's gambling. But that depends on the American law. This is different. The principle's probably the same. Advertising the gambling site, right, and not saying you're an owner, that might be shaky legal ground too. Pay them off. That was the issue with the FCC. I do apologize. I got that fucked up. So, yeah, Nathan, you're on the money. What he did wasn't 100% illegal, but it wasn't probably 100%. It's somewhere in between, and then you got to get a judge in there, and why not just FCC collect a little dough, and everybody has a good day. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Now, morally, I'm going to let you decide what's moral. I don't give a fuck if kids are blowing $100 and $200 skins. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. You do what you want. I wouldn't want to be, what about your kid? What if he did it? Break his fucking arms. I don't have to worry about that shit because I'm on top of that shit. And you know what? If I took a loss like that and he got into my credit card to buy some goddamn skin for a fucking knife that doesn't exist in CSGO, I consider it my fault. But he's going to fucking pay for it. I don't buy that. And anyway, some adults play CSGO. If they want to gamble their skins, I'm all for it. Gambling laws are a lot liberal in Europe, and I like them. I don't like how strict they are in the States. We're a bunch of goddamn Victorians in the States on certain things. Yeah, I feel sorry for the parents' credit cards. Keep all of them. You know what I mean? I mean, those kids committed a crime. But you know what? I don't know if would you blame a poker site when it was a lot easier to get on there? Tom Dwan, one of the greatest poker players, Edison, New Jersey, that ever fucking lived. Online poker players for sure. He was playing online. It was his own money. But he's playing illegally. He was under the age of 18. Made a lot of dough. And, let's say he lost a bunch of money. He took his parents' credit card. Is that Full Tilt Poker's fault? Is that PokerStars' fault? No, it's unfortunate. The PokerStars might have to give the money back, but it's not the fucking end of the world. And Steam stepped in and said, you can't link with us anymore. So I don't have a problem with CSGO gambling. I thought the video H3H3 did on it last year was really over the top. He's pointing the finger more at Steam than anything else. I don't have a problem with gambling. But if you want to, keep kids safe from this stuff, maybe you could put pressure, and maybe something like the T. Martin Syndicate incident would, make something like that, a lot better. Encourage these sites to ask for ID at very least. But the kids will get around it. Well, you got to start somewhere. I don't think my son will get a hold of my credit card. I don't, and I take it as my responsibility if he did. Jesus, check your fucking bank statement. Especially nowadays, if you just look on them, holy shit, where'd that fucking grand go? I don't know. Oh, and then there's Ted Cruz. I don't think there's been a. Let me check right now. I'm going to check right now if there's been a statement. Apparently, he liked a porn video on Twitter, which is funny to me. That's why I don't like. I have the girl that Nina, the one that dicked over the Shaytard guy. Yeah, I never like any of her fucking videos where she's shaking her boobies or ass. I don't want anybody to see it. Ted Cruz didn't realize that, or somebody got a hold of his account. What are they saying? News. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz liked a porn tweet. He blamed his staff. Well, there's some truth in it. He's got 3 million followers. You know, usually a lot of guys, he blamed his staff. It doesn't matter if his staff did it or not. Not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit-o. Let's take calls. Jump into Discord. We'll take calls. Talk about whatever you want. Jack's on fire. You're on here. All right, turn my goddamn stream off or get some headphones.
I did. Well, Tommy, about this KSI and Joe Weller fight. As I live in England, in a school in England, KSI is bigger than PewDiePie anywhere in the world. He's the most talked about star in England. Yeah. Okay. And what he said about antidepressant, he didn't say out about it. He said, "Do you need to take drugs?" And Joe Weller just started talking about depression.
Well, come on. In fairness to Joe Weller here, that's exactly what he was talking about. He's talking about his depression problem. Like, Weller's made this a big deal on his channel, how he got through depression. It's like I don't know. Like, everybody gets famous now with all their fucking quirks. You know, it's amazing. Let's be fair here. He did take a shot at depression. He took a shot at Joe Weller's depression. Are you stable? You know, let's not pretend he didn't do what he did. Come on now.
But I think Joe Weller took it way out of proportion. Like, it's a boxing match. You're supposed to talk bad about your opponent.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Entertainment.
I agree with you there. Sure, it's entertainment. And well, in fairness, Joe Weller did make the he wasn't being the big crybaby. It was a lot of the commentators and, you know, the habitually offended about everything. I mean, look, I can't get mad at Joe Weller for him getting mad over saying that to him. The only thing that bothered me was, like, you talking that way about depression. Well, yeah, motherfucker, he is. What are you gonna do about it? You know, it's like to me, like, that crossed the line. You know, but I mean, I don't know that he went whining about it on Twitter. Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't care what Joe Weller does.
I haven't seen his Twitter. And Tommy, I love your Overwatch streams, by the way.
Yeah. Watch him on Twitch. SFTP.
I will. Thanks, Tommy.
All right. No more callers. It's gonna be a short fucking show. Huffman didn't show up. Shows you I'm weak without him. What are you doing? How old are you, by the way?
I'm 13.
Why are you calling me? You shouldn't be listening to me.
I know I shouldn't.
I bet you don't tell your parents you listen to me. No. Then again, I mean, all those other younger YouTubers, they all curse and shit. Yeah.
Especially in England, we're a lot more desensitized to swear, and it's not as big a deal. I don't know how it is in Germany or the United States, but in England, it's not the biggest deal.
It depends on who you're doing it to. Yeah, it is kind of a big deal. Everybody thinks you're kind of a lowlife if you curse. That's kind of the way it goes.
Not in England, Tommy. You're not in the Great Britain.
All right, buddy. You take care.
I will, Tommy. You too.
Bye-bye. Let's put Veggie in there. Veggie, what's happening, brother?
Hey, what's up, man?
What do you got for me?
Well, somebody said something interesting in the comments. They were like, hey, whenever I talk to anybody, they don't even know who KSI is. I was just kind of thinking, this might have something to do with the area I'm in, but I cannot talk to anybody that I know about YouTube or the YouTube world. They don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I imagine. I don't talk to anybody about it. It's like regular, like normies. I don't even bring it up. You know, yeah, I even stopped saying, like, what do you do for a living? I'm starting to lie. I just say, yeah, I work online, and that's enough. I just say I work online. That's it. No, because you start telling them like what's going on and everything, like what's going on, and you know, like gaming's actually bigger than Hollywood and this whole world, and they either don't believe you, or it's just over their head, or they're, it sounds stupid to them.
I think that's probably why Onision has trouble with his taxes, is because he's like, yeah, I just bought like these 3 cameras for $5,000 a head, and that's a business expense. And they're like, well, what fucking business do you need $15,000 worth of cameras for?
That's a really good point, and I didn't think of that. Wow.
I've been thinking of that for the past couple of days, because if you like, everything that he buys isn't like something that you would traditionally buy for a business.
No, you're
so
right.
It would kind of make sense that he was audited, because people are like, dude, you're just buying electronics. They probably think he's hawking that
my
shit.
God. Well, no, I'm a big YouTube star. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
That's like, you're not in Hollywood. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good point. Holy shit. Now, do I feel guilty about goofing on him? No! Fuck him. He's a bad person.
Yeah.
A rotten fuck. Cry for me.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's about all I got.
What else is going on? Cry! Cry, Onision! You big baby. You live in your house. I'm only doing that because...
I don't know. I think that whole Ted Cruz thing is pretty freaking hilarious.
Where are you? In a fucking
Right
vacuum?
Now? Oh, I'm walking around my office building.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't tell anybody you're into this stupid shit. I'm going to stop. I stopped today permanently.
I don't care. It's just people's perception of YouTube is so much different. Like, if I, like, for instance, the last job I had, I was talking to people about it, and they were like, the big thing is like the viral videos, like that seal that pulled the girl into the water.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, have you seen this on YouTube? And I'm like, I have seen that and so much more than you can ever comprehend.
Yeah.
The shit that I've seen.
They think it's still cat videos
like, well,
and shit. Yeah.
I try to tell people about like all the stuff that I watch, and I mean that also makes a lot of sense as to why people don't understand, like in mainstream media, don't understand the PewDiePie situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely don't think he's right in doing it, but mainstream media only knows that he's just some guy who publicly said that.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I think the regular media is quite aware of that, so they can sit there and say he's a white supremacist with no context. And like, holy shit, the guy's well, look at him. He must be a white supremacist.
It's fair to say that the media understands that, but the quote-unquote normies will take it for what they're seeing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's kind of fucking weird. No doubt about it. He makes some very
By the
good
way, am I coming in like way too loud right now?
Nah, you're kind of going in and out, and then there's a sucking sound every so often. But
okay.
All right. If you want to keep your job, don't tell anybody you talk to me. All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Will do.
Bye bye.
All right, take it easy.
Little Windex, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Tommy? What's up?
What's up, punk?
Man, just chilling, about to hit a bone right now up in here, boy.
Are you the guy that writes "I'm so high" in every one of my videos?
Nah, man, I'm Lil Windex, man. I don't write none of that shit, boy. Here, 1 second, man. One second. Give me a second. Look.
You got a big old bong over there, huh?
Hell yeah, man. So what you doing right now, man?
What do you think I'm doing, you big dummy? Now do your stupid wiki key and get out of here.
All right, man. Just gotta say, I do love the show, and I love you, Tommy.
It's Towley. Yeah, good point. Little Windex, everybody. Delar, you're on here. What's up?
What's up, Tommy? I have something to say. You know how oh frick, I didn't off the stream here.
What's up?
You know how like a year ago Fusi made like that video of Rice Gum, that fake beef?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like now on YouTube everyone's faking beef. It's kind of like it comes back and like people are not like calling out the fake beef. They're just like think it's real and like
I think honestly, think that one of the reasons people are so pissed off about the fake beef with FouseyTube is everybody's just sick of FouseyTube at the time. You know, I think people had been pretty much tired of his act. Had it been 2 other YouTubers that were well liked that pulled it off, I don't think it would have been as big a deal. And that's part of the reason why it's not as big a deal now, because most of the YouTubers are pretty well liked in general. They're not very controversial. Well, now KSI is controversial for sure. I mean, he was and he wasn't. Now he is again. But I really think that had more to do with it. People are just sick of his act. sick of his race baiting, sick of his, because everything about Fousey is plastic and phony. So I really think that had more to do with it. But if you're saying that YouTube's becoming more like reality TV, like mainstream reality TV, if you're saying it's becoming more like just TV in general, the rules, it's getting stricter, it's not the Wild West that it used to be, or things are changing, yeah, man, I think we agree.
Yeah. A lot of the vlogs are fake. It's not like fun to watch anymore.
Yeah, I mean, do you really think that Ice Poseidon gets in all those adventures every day? You know what I mean? It's like, you saw it with Breakfast and Beer. First time some crazy lady walked by. Second time, she didn't. If we really wanted to keep that going, now I got to compete with the other podcasts or the other IRL podcasts. Why don't we just hire a crazy lady? We could do that. It's just, I think it's same thing with the prank genre. They were probably all started out as legit, and then you got pressure to get good pranks out there. You need a certain amount of views to keep this thing going. You got to do whatever you can, And I think the thing with Fousey 2 is very unlikable, and it just took It took a while for people to kind of figure it out. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I gotta go.
All right, buddy.
Nice talking to you.
Take care, brother. Uncle Ben. I bet you're white. You're on the air, Uncle Ben. Yep. 3, 2, 1. I guess you chickened out. Jaden. God, it's going to be a bad day for calls.
Yo, no, I'm sorry. I'm back.
What's up, man?
Alright, I was just thinking, KSI is making fun of this boy's mental illness, but didn't you have like a mental breakdown on YouTube and stuff, changing all his Twitter profiles to black and going mental?
Are you saying that he's a big phony?
I would never.
I don't know. I detected that you were accusing KSI of being a bit of a hypocrite.
I would never do that. Why would I say that?
Well, I mean, it's like to me, when you're doing a fight press conference, a lot of that stuff you throw out the window. I don't know. It's not that I don't really have a problem with the whole thing was probably a big work anyway, and the whole thing was probably a big work anyway. Like that, KSI's a big dude. Like, how come he couldn't get over? Like, Joe Weller pushes him with his ass. Like, kind of and like KSI couldn't fight his way over there. I don't know.
Yeah, it did look really fake.
Maybe
like
he didn't. I'm absolutely sure he didn't expect KSI to say that. But that happens in pro wrestling all the time. They're like, "Yo, I'm gonna cut a promo on you. Here's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, do it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Just do it. Right? Good luck." And then the wrestler cuts the promo, and then they meet back. Man, I didn't know you were gonna say that. That's what I think happened. I didn't know you were going to say that. It happens in pro wrestling all the time. So I think that's what happened. So I think the thing was like a half shoot, half work,
Yeah, you think he got genuinely mad because you didn't think he'd go.
I think he got generally mad because he doesn't seem very witty or really good on the mic or anything, and you could see his fucking blood. Go watch the video again. The blood starts pumping to his brain.
I saw his veins go mental.
Yeah, his veins go all mental. And he was like, yeah. Tell me something else. You're making fun of mental illness. So, I don't know. I don't think that's what it was. I don't give a fuck he makes fun of Millis. I don't care if he makes fun of the fact that he's black. I don't give a fuck. It's all funny to me. Just entertain me. That's the way my fans think. They just want me to get up and do the dumb show. That's it. That's all they want. All right, Jane. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. I'm trying to take new people since everybody seems to be off today. Zangu, you're on the air.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up with you?
Fan for some color. I just want to talk about KSI. So first of all, I can't stand the guy. I think he's boring. So I really don't care much about what he says. But the thing is if you're gonna go ahead and say something about depression and people being on drugs, and you don't really know, or you really don't come from points where you've experienced that, I don't think you should be talking about that.
All right, fair enough. But we do realize that they were trying to promote a fight here. Okay, fine.
I understand. I understand. But, if, for example, someone doesn't know what's going on, comes on, hears that little clip, and they don't know anything about KSI, automatically they're going to dislike the guy, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was a good business move. Just like I don't think
I agree.
I don't think it was a good business move for PewDiePie. I just I guess I'm more outraged by the phony outrage. You know, it's like look, I don't want to like let's say you have problems with mental illness, right? And you're like, man, that's fucked up, right? I think you're entitled to that, all right? But when you take it to the next level, like this is very concerning, and maybe KSI needs to educate himself, or I don't know, man. It's just that part is just like, all right, they're just trying to phone a fight. Look, the guy was like freaking out. The last caller, the Scottish guy just called. He was freaking out. He was going on. He said he was in a bad place, and he had like a breakdown or whatever. And now he's goofing on somebody else who's taking pills. Yeah, he just makes him kind of a big phony. And I think what JJ is trying to do is just entertain people. And I think he had his little bout with doubt about being a clown, and then I think he woke up one day, or he broke up with a bitch, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna go out and be the best clown I can be.
Or he just wants attention. That too.
Well, that's his job. That's how he gets paid.
Okay,
if he's not getting attention, he's out of work. You know, he's an internet personality, and his way of getting attention is rap videos, his vlogs. I guess it was FIFA at one time, and that's what he does. He's an internet personality, and he's a good one. He's one of the best. He's one of the most successful. It is what it is. And, you're going to take... I mean, honestly, I have more problem with KSI apologizing over that shit than him actually saying it. I wasn't taking a shot at mental illness. Yes, you were. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah. I feel like if you're going to pull that trigger, just own it kind of thing, too.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah, I said it. What are you going to do about it? But no, he's a big super duper star. I don't want to end up like PewDiePie. It's like, I'm not saying this. I was going there and fucking lie. I don't know. Okay. Because somebody said to him, was like, you realize you have like a shit ton of fans that are like on antidepressants, right, KSI? What? Oh, I'll just go. Oh, all right, I'll take care of this. It's not like I don't mind. I have to make this clear again. I don't mind somebody says like, fuck that guy. That's fucked up what he said. It's the witch hunt and the rabble, and this camp will not be tolerated shit I don't like. That's the stuff that's kind of, to me, it's kind of lame. It sounds like victim card, crybaby bullshit. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you later.
I kind of agree. All right, man.
All right, take care. Well, we disagree a little, but that's okay. And we agree a little. That's the way it goes. I'm dying to hear from Uncle Ben. You got your shit together, or are you an idiot? I'm going to ban you from my Discord. Hello. What's up?
What's up, mate?
What a shock. You're white, and you said the Uncle Ben thing. What's up?
Nothing. I just want to ask. I don't know. And I want to turn the stream off.
Are you like freaking out or something? Because you're talking very slow. Like I'm going to yell at you or something. I might. But what's on your mind? Speak clearly. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling...
You're going to give me a chance?
Yes, I'm going to give you a chance. Because I have a big heart. And I care about the fuckheads. I care about how they feel. I care about depression, antidepressants. And I care about you. Do you believe me? Talk!
Okay, I've got a question. Right.
Go ahead.
If you are from that stage, and you was, whether you was against Joe Weller or KSI, what would you be saying to go under their skin?
To counter what he said about antidepressants? To counter KSI?
Either side. No, if you was up there, what would you say to get under their skin? Because do you agree with what he said?
I don't care what he said. And I did say on Twitter and on here what I'd say. I'd say, look, I would say, hey, look, I'm going off my meds. I mean, I'm going to beat your ass. And when I'm done beating your ass, you're going to have to look your mom and dad in the eye, and you have to go back to all your black friends and realize this pill-popping white boy just whipped your fucking ass. That's what I would have said. But I'm Generation X. So, that's what I would have done. And that would have been a lot cooler. And he's like, and he would have said, and KSI would say, don't you say anything about me being black or some shit like that. I was like, don't you say shit about me fucking Banana Presents. I'll whip your ass. How do you like that? This white, you're going to have to look your mom and dad in the eye and know that this white boy knocked you out. And you know that's going to be worse than if another black kid knocked you out. I just want you to remember that, bitch. That's what I would have done. Seriously. You know? That's what I would have done.
Have you, I don't know if you saw, did you see there was someone on Twitter called Mr. DT, and he called out that Elliot Crawford for the undercard fight? Did you see that?
No, Elliot Crawford. No, I didn't know that there's an undercard for this. And like other YouTubers are fighting in this.
Yeah, there was an undercard fight. Do you know who Elliot Crawford is?
No, I don't. I apologize. But who? Tell me. There is.
No, it's just it was one of his mates. There was an undercard fight. This guy at DT, he got given a chance to have an undercard fight, and he chose one of Joe Weller's mates, and he done a video on it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll look into that.
Yeah,
that's interesting. White boys can't jump. That's true. White boys can't fight either. All fucking great champions are black, except in UFC. Then we're pretty good. All right, Uncle Ben. Talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for calling.
See who wins.
All right, that's what I would have done. And then they would have said, "Well, then, like, you're not being PC." Well, motherfucker, neither is you. It's just It's just much cooler. I don't know. Am I wrong here? You taking the piss out of mental illness, eh? You taking the piss out of mental illness? I want you to know it hurts my feelings. My mom is crying right now. Who fucking cares? Nobody cares about my feelings. I don't want them to. Fart Knocker, 69, you're on the air.
What's up? I just wanted to say that press conference was whack as fuck.
It's fucking funny, right?
It was so stupid.
It was so dumb. YouTube,
my mental illness. No, you found my only weakness.
YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks.
I know, dude. Jesus, I
whole
got
platform.
high to watch that press conference, and it was the stupidest thing I ever watched.
This video will make you hate Tommy C. I'm waiting to see it. You can. Every one of my videos are one of those. There, user. All right. I don't know. I just like YouTube sucks. It just sucks.
It's so boring right now. There's
it's just like nothing going on. There's nothing to watch. They're changing everything. They're chasing all the edgy guys off the platform. Dude, remember back in like 2013, 14, 15, like even a couple years ago with the big like epic rap battles. That was kind of fun. Ray William Johnson was still kind of funny. And then, the growth of Drama Alert, and then, all the commentator community explosion, and last year it was really fun. I feel like I just got in like right before it started to suck, Now it sucks.
No, I feel it too. I started like getting into it, and then all of a sudden it just dropped off, and there's nothing now.
God, it blows. I'm not going to do this show forever if fucking YouTube sucks. If YouTube sucks to a point, I will end this fucking podcast. I will.
Yeah, I mean.
Like, what's the point? Oh, I'm going to get on. I'm not coming on here. I'm not going to be like these wrestling YouTubers. John Cena's terrible. John Cena sucks. John Cena's awful. I'm not doing that. Just get the fuck out. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll quit.
Oh.
I'll quit unless I start getting views, and then I'm going to turn it into
my safe space was violated.
Yeah,
oh no! What do I do now?
Depends on how much money is it. Maybe I'll just go Mickey Mouse like King did. Just go Mickey Mouse drama, make a bunch of money. I don't know. Talk to you later.
Start smoking weed. Then
start smoking weed, and then I'll start talking about safe spaces and people's feelings and how feelings are important. That's what I'll start doing.
No, because they're too high to remember.
Yeah. Bye bye, Fart Knocker. Fart Knocker. That's from, what do you call it? It's Scent. Slent? You're on the air.
Yo, Tommy, how's it going?
What do you got for me, bro?
Nothing. I don't know. I just want to touch on a couple of points on that KSI. I think you had a lot of good points in terms of how everything's blown up. It's just ridiculous now. It's stupid to look at like them two on stage. I think Joe Weller sort of handled himself pretty well. In all honesty, I don't watch either of their content. It's a bit above me. One thing I do find interesting, I'm not a big fan of Kavos either, but I do think that his video yesterday on KSI was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Kavos knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
and he was right. He got under he got under the skin. That's his job. He got under KSI's skin. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And he had he had no points to counter. He just said he was a weird fucking guy with no friends. That's basically what he said.
Exactly right.
You know, what did Kavos said? That he's a big phony, and here's why, 1, 2, and 3. And Kavos said, you're weird, and nobody likes you. I'm going to take my ball and go home. Goodbye. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think Ethan off H3 was saying that he can't punch up anymore. So, like, I think it's fun watching Kavos grow so quickly because he's going to get to a point where he's going to be obviously a lot bigger than all the smaller YouTubers
Sure.
that he had beef with to start off with.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this whole sort of commentary brotherhood thing.
Well, I will say this. And I'd say this to him privately, too, so don't get mad if he's watching. He's got a lot of holes in his game, and it ain't going to be too long.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it ain't going to be too long until somebody... The next big YouTuber is a guy that takes down Kavos.
Personally, I mean, I'm an adult. I'm not one of these kids who watches up, all sort of laps it all in. I think I could put a camera on my face and sort of do a Kavos video in the same sort of manner because it's all sort of bait that's just there for the taking. You just have to point out.
You know why Kavos is successful? Because he's all forward and he doesn't look back, and he's not careful, and that's kind of like what makes him kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like you said, no, you're right.
There is this sort of air about him. I'm my own man. Well, you're your own man like everybody else is. You got to break.
Promoted through.
Yeah, you got to break like everybody else, and you're not 100% self-made, but nobody is.
Exactly.
But I think if he continues to stand on the moral purity mountain, it's gonna catch up with him.
He's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, somebody's gonna say something like it's really funny and point like sort of like what iDubbbz did with Leafy. With literally,
Sure,
literally 50 years old. You're literally 40 years old. You're literally 50. You're like, I know we're young bucks there, Calvin. Yeah, and that's all it's going to take. In fact,
he's got to keep tabs on the fact.
I'll be honest with you. If he keeps growing, he might get in iDubbbz's crosshairs.
Well,
but you can say that about anybody, though.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
He's growing. He may get in iDubbbz's crosshairs. And look, but I mean, saying this, I'm not saying like I don't have any holes in my game. I'm not saying that nobody can make a good video on me and make me look like a jackass. The truth is, he can do it to anybody. Right now, Kavos looks invincible. But we get in this drama ring. I'm no different. And eventually, somebody's going to punch back, and it's going to land. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything bad. But privately, Kavos is fucking a really nice kid.
Cool.
He's very cool. Very cool. He's not like his. Well, maybe he doesn't want me to say. I don't care. He's not like his persona. He's not like his persona at all. He is polite. He's well spoken, and he's bright. But like all of us, we put it on a little bit, and he puts it on in his thing too.
Of course.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Love the new camera setup as well, man. The whole stream setup in the podcast is coming along, man.
You watch my game streams, and I can look like a pro.
No, I don't watch Overwatch, man. It's fucking wank.
No, fuck off, man. I'm good at Widowmaker.
I have no idea what that is.
Get the fuck out of here. How dare you say bad things about Widowmaker? Overwatch is cool. I don't care what you fuckers say. Say mean things about Widow for life. His tongue is too big and they get in the way. I saw that. Wow. But, one of the things that Kavos exposed about the commentary community is their inability to take criticism. And he was right. He was 100% correct. A lot of these guys kind of folded under pressure. And the one guy that was kind of open about not being comfortable with taking criticism, was Chubbs. And, he's still growing every day. Not like he was, but nobody goes through this, 10, 20,000 a day, 100,000 in a week forever. You get there and you peak and then you hope something else happens, usually drama, and you pop the next one. Guess who taught me that? Lives in Buffalo. It's the way it works. Yeah. Fuck with me. All right, Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. His video is coming out real soon called Ball. Let's see. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Am I supposed to show this? All right, I'll show this just in case. I hope I'm not. I'm supposed to show this. I think I'm going to show you the cover. I think it's going to be the thumbnail of the new video. Make sure you sub Real Talk. Right now, his thing is in the his YouTube channel's in the description box. He just uploads videos and stuff. So you get that, get there. Not only sub him, but hit the bell too. So when Ball comes out, you're like, bang. There it is. And here's the new here it is. That's going to be, I guess, the cover. And, we're all looking forward to that. Real Talk, Metaphor Messiah. And I think I'm done. Tomorrow, I hope I have Huffman back. Kind of missed him. And he's doing some interview stuff today. And hopefully we'll have him back real soon. Thank you so much for your calls. Thank you so much for your donations. $200 donation from Logan yesterday. $100 donation the day before from Diamond. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a